chickens at the end of the line. 6 little chickens. Watch out now. 6 little chickens. Here comes the weasel. 6 little chickens running out of time. Whoops. 5 little chickens at the end of the line.
Hey guys, we just saw Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, we did, folks. Is this Five Nights at Freddy's wannabe worth checking out? Stick around, we're about to find out.
All right, Billy, Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah,
Why
man.
did you watch this movie?
Well, we
recently?
thought, you know what, man? After Unbearable Talent, we're like, hey, man, Netflix got another, actually it's Hulu, has another Nick Cage movie that we didn't even hear about. Let's check this out. It's got some Nick Cage in it. Maybe a little good action. Let's see. So let's give this movie a shot.
I was in
and
the
give it a
Nick
review.
Cage mood.
That's right, Nick Cage mood, man.
I don't mind Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't really play it, but
I've seen people play it. It looks cool,
Yeah,
but-
the story or whatever seems kind of interesting, like scary Chuck E. Cheese kind of scenario.
Yeah, and that's what plays out here, right? But then you got, so it starts out, and really, when we talk about cast characters, you got Nick Cage, right? And you get a bunch of nobodies. There's some lady that's been in some other stuff, but she's never been like a
Yeah,
actor.
I've seen the sheriff lady before.
Yeah, she's been in
but
stuff before, but she ain't worth mentioning, really.
Jeez.
So you got Nick Cage. One of the crazy thing is, the dude never says a single word the whole movie, right?
I mean, I am shocked.
Oh, yeah.
I think
It
he
was
grunts
nuts.
3 times, and that's all you get.
Not a word comes out of this dude's mouth, right? And he's a strange dude in this movie too. Strange dude.
Yeah, there's he drinks like this drink, like it looks like an energy drink,
Yeah.
and he seems like he has to drink it every so often because his watch will go off, and then he drinks one. But
then while he's drinking it, he's got to unwind, right? So he's got to play some pinball or got to do some screwing around and dancing and whatever he does because he's on
got
a
to
break.
enjoy his drink.
He's on a break, yeah. But let's get to how he got there, right? So evidently the premise of is this town has this haunted friggin' Chuck E. Cheese wannabe thing called Willy's. What is it? Willy's Wonderland, yeah. And so they lure unsuspecting people to the town to basically just throw in there to let these machine animatronic robots kill them because the animatronic robots were Satan worshipers who committed suicide and let their spirits go into these robots, right? So, yeah. So that's the premise of this movie.
This movie is so dumb.
Oh,
like
dude.
there are so many things that just don't make any sense whatsoever. For one, they got Nick Cage trying to clean this place up. Like, you ain't gonna be able to clean this place up.
Oh, yeah.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, so that's how they lure them in here. They ruin their tires, right? They have them run over the stupid spikes, and it blows their tires. And then of course the tow man's like, "Oh, it's gonna be a bit. We got to keep you here for at least a day, and I'll get it fixed." And you don't have cash? We don't have no ATMs here. But
Can't write a check, I guess.
Can't write a check. Yeah, no checks. But tell you what, we got a place where you can stay for a day, and if you clean this place up for us, then hey, we'll cover your tires and take care of everything for you.
You telling me there's no banks in this town?
Yeah, no banks, nothing evidently. Yeah.
There's no banks.
Nothing in the
But
town.
they have enough people to go to a Chuck E. Cheese ripoff that could stay in business.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
what are we talking about
right,
here?
Right. Yeah, so they lure them here overnight to clean the place up, which is a freaking mess. Holy crap, this place is a mess. And kudos to Nick Cage for doing the job he did clean this place up because,
I mean, they lead him to a closet that has some Windex and general cleaning stuff, but like there is spray paint on the walls
everywhere.
and stuff that's been caked on for years, and I'm like, you're not gonna be able to clean that off.
Oh,
but
he does.
He
It's
is.
Nick Cage, baby. He gets it clean.
I'm like, this thing needs a paint job in order to make it look new, but he's scrubbing away.
No, not with Nick Cage. It doesn't.
There
Nick
you
Cage
go.
get that scrub because he's got his punch. First of all, he drinks that punch, which makes him strong, right? So, and when we get into that now, so he's in there hanging out, freaking doing his thing, and then one of the robots, and he starts kind of feeling that the robots are moving around. He's like, okay, right. And then one of the robots comes alive and attacks him, and he kicks the shit out of it and kills it. And then goes back on about his business, right? Like, okay, cool, whatever. He's one robot,
Well,
But-
he doesn't talk, so we don't even know what his thoughts are on this.
So he kills one robot, and then but then of course his timer goes off again. So he's got to every time one of the robots attacks him is right after he drinks his punch, pretty much. And then there's one scene where a robot starts to attack, and then his timer goes off, saying, "Oh, time to go drink." So then he left this poor girl there to fight the robot, and left to go drink some more punch. So it's like, crazy.
and they
man,
never
crazy.
explain what the deal is with the drink.
No.
Like, does this give
No.
him powers?
Right.
And he's drinking it by his watch, like timer. So, like, why?
Yeah, like every time his watch goes off, he's got to go drink another punch, because so far, like this thing has killed countless people, right? Like these robots have killed tons and tons of people, and probably 100 or so. I mean, they don't tell you, but it sounds like it's been a lot of people. And like nobody's ever been able to get one over on any of these robots until now. Like Nick Cage he drinks his punch, man, and he just tears these damn things up.
Well, what's funny is they tell a story about how like kids went to this like fun room or something, like a family went to a fun room and they were murdered in there, and then people couldn't figure it out or whatever. I'm like, it's someone's birthday. They went to the fun room
They
and
never come back.
And you can't figure out what's going on there.
Especially in this small town, when it doesn't have any banks or ATMs.
I'm like, huh?
Right.
They act like you can just go to a room and disappear and no one knows what's going on.
So then the town again works a deal with the robots, saying, "Hey, don't kill any more of us. We'll just bring you. We'll bring you random people to kill." But then it's like, really, why don't you just all walk in there with a bunch of shotguns and blast these damn robots to hell and be done with it?
Yeah, because it shows like these robots going throughout the town, like spreading beyond Willy's Wonderland, and
killing
the
their
deal
families.
is like, we'll bring you people, just stay in the Wonderland place.
Yeah. Don't leave. Don't come kill us.
But these robots, like, they kind of make them seem like they're unstoppable, but Nick Cage
he stops it, baby.
Doesn't do much.
He pulls some Chuck Norris on him, right? It's like Nick Cage, Chuck Norris, and these robots just can't stand up to it.
I mean, he like stiff arms one once, and I was like, what?
Right.
There's two in a hallway. He just like knocks them down like they're nothing.
Yeah. Well, then there's one that's in a bathroom stall, and it's a gorilla, and like he opens the bathroom stall, you can't see it, and all of a sudden it swings and kicks him, and this is the biggest damn animatronic gorilla I've ever seen. It's like, how this thing's hiding in there?
That's another thing.
Like, where does he come from?
I mean, this is not a super high ceiling. This gorilla is huge, and apparently he's like hanging out on the ceiling, and then like swings down and kicks him. But I'm like, you don't see a huge ass gorilla hanging out on the ceiling.
It was just crazy. I mean, but it made you laugh, you know what I mean? Just the stupidity of this movie, some of it will make you laugh because you're just like, wow, this is just so damn stupid. And then when he finally starts killing everything off, right? He's killing off, well, first of all, these kids break in to try to save him. Oh, we got to get him out of here because they're in on it. They know what's going on in the town. And then most of them get killed, right?
Which is funny because they know what's going on, but these two kids like go off to the fun room and then they're having sex. And like one of them is like, hey, I think that thing's looking at us. You know the story behind this place. Like you'd be freaked out if that was the case.
And one of those two is the kid that like didn't want to go in. He's like, no, we're going to get murdered in there. We ain't going in. But then now he's cool, like having sex in front of an animatronic robot that he knows is a killer.
And she was pretty hot. So,
was, man, trying to get his freak on. Yeah. He's like, oh, girl, you freaky. That's what he's saying. Oh, that was crazy.
There's so much dumb stuff that happens.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Nick Cage is just rolling through these things. One of the things is, after the first one attacks him, he beats it down, kills it, goes on about his business. And the second one does. After that, I ain't taking chances. After that, I'm just going to go kill them all and be done with them. But nah, he just lets them one at a time.
Well, that's why I wonder, like, after he kills the gorilla guy, I'm like, wouldn't you just go... They all hang out on like a stage when they're not doing anything, and they're just
walking there with a blowtorch and blast them, And the other thing is, then every time he kills one, he looks back at the ringleader, which is Willy the fox or whatever the hell he is, Willy the weasel.
Weasel, yeah.
And he keeps giving his the stink eye, like, yeah, send somebody else after me, kind of stink eye look, And then Willy does, and then he kills that one. And he's giving Willy another stink eye look, And it's like, dude, just kill Willy, be done with it, man.
He's not trapped in there with them.
Yeah, they're trapped, right? It's like a Chuck Norris joke.
They're trapped with him, and that might be true the way he's acting. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's taking like some pleasure in it.
Maybe, man. But he was, and then it's funny too because every time he kills one, he's getting like the grease from it, and oil from it splattered all over him. So then he goes clean stuff up and he changes into a new shirt.
He goes through a lot of shirts in this movie.
Oh, he does, man. He goes through a lot of Willy's Wonderland shirts, but. Oh man, I was watching this movie and I was like, and at first I was like, okay, they're trying to do like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing, cool, all right, and I'm just watching it and I'm like, wow, and of course, the animatronic robots when they're on stage they look animatronic, look kind of cool, but then once the actual fight scenes happen, you can totally tell it's people in puppet suits, I mean, it's definitely not animatronic, it's just people in big puppet suits, and like the elf chick was totally not even a puppet suit, it was just a woman with an elf mask on, like an elf head on.
Yeah, and they tried to cover that up with like pumping some kind of like gas in there every now and then because like her face would change, and I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
And they do the old trope where someone is like or crawling through the air vents. Like, I don't know why this place would have massive air vents.
Yeah. That place, air vents is like as big as this room, and it's a small building. It's a small Chuck E. Cheese style building, but his air vents are big enough for one of those creatures to fit in.
Yeah.
Like, what?
She goes up there. There's like two of them like hanging out in there, and they're huge. So. Yeah.
It's crazy. And I was like, why the hell does this place need air vents this size, man?
Oh, this movie.
This ain't like an Amazon warehouse. It's a little Chuck E. Cheese store. Like,
and like Nick Cage when he's playing pinball, I never seen anyone play pinball that way, but he's like super into it. He's dancing, he's like
jamming out, yeah, man. Oh yeah, he beats that machine, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He takes time to play some pinball while he's having his little drink.
And this dude's a pinball fanatic. He enjoys himself some pinball. But yeah, it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Look at that limited edition Willy's Wonderland pinball machine there.
Yeah, I just can't believe they got Nick Cage to be in this movie.
Yeah, no, I can't either.
I mean, granted, he's not like a super huge star, but this movie is definitely beneath.
At the same time, this dude got paid to never say a single line. Right? Got paid to never say a single line, do a couple fight scenes, and clean some shit up. You know? That's it.
He does take off his sunglasses and put them back on a couple times.
That's right, and grunts a couple times, like you said. But this dude get paid for not saying a single word through the whole movie. And I was thinking, and he said the same thing, like at least we thought maybe at the end they were going to have him say some kind of smart line or something, but no, this dude never opens his mouth this whole movie. Crazy.
The acting is so bad in this, too. It really
Horrible
could have
acting.
used some Nick Cage, dialogue.
Yeah, it could have, because the acting was horrible.
Yeah, the kids
Especially the kids. The kids are horrible actors.
Look, I want to see them freak bastards die for what I see them do.
Shut up, dude. What have you seen them do?
Remember that one time I was trying
Okay,
to...
shut up, guys. If we're doing this, we're gonna do this as a mission, not a field trip.
But you know, it was for what it was. I mean, it wasn't a long movie, and it was kind of entertaining. Like it was stupid, but yeah, I was like, okay, I was kind of entertained a little bit.
The other part that just seemed like really cringe was like when they were on the roof, the stars in the background, it looked like they were in a warehouse that like someone just like put some stars up and like when they are in a car, I can't even believe like it doesn't even look like the car is on a scene anywhere. It's like again like it'll black everything out. They're in a police car and it doesn't even seem like it's moving or even on a real location anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely a very low budget film.
It's crazy.
Very low budget, and I don't know how they got Nick Cage to do it. You know, but I mean, I guess we saw in the Nick Cage movie that just came out that he needed money, right? I mean, he took $1 million to go do somebody's birthday party.
It seemed like this movie was all filmed for the trailer, and they're like, we'll convince some suckers to come in and watch this thing, especially because, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's is a popular game.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but this movie could have been one of those campy, fun movies.
Could have been. And to an extent, it kind of was a little bit, but they could have done a much better job with it for sure.
I don't know. I mean, they had to know what they were getting involved with. This movie is so bad that... They're like, people enjoy this, how ridiculous it is.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Nick Cage, after watching it, when it was all said and done, was like, nah, burn it. Just burn it, never mind.
Yeah.
But
I mean, is this movie for anybody?
If people are stoned, maybe. If you're out there smoking a J, I bet you would enjoy it. If you're out there getting high, you'd probably enjoy this movie then. If you're sitting on your couch, you're getting high, eating some Cheetos, you know, you're struggling for something crazy to watch, then check it out because you might like it then.
Now, what do you rate this thing?
Dude, oh man, dude!
I can't. I mean, I can't believe Nick Cage did this because I feel stupid just giving this like a number.
Yes, exactly. I don't even want to rate this one, man. Oh my gosh, dude! But like I said, if you're stoned, it's probably a much better movie. You know, but I'm gonna give it a 3, man. It's not even really worth rating. I mean, like I said. It was a campy movie. It was stupid. I mean, some of it was entertaining just because how stupid it was, right? That's the only thing that made it entertaining was just the stupidity of the whole movie, right? And waiting to see if Nick Cage is ever going to say anything, I guess, right? That's like the biggest detraction to it at that point is just, is he ever going to say anything? I got to finish this movie just to see if he says something. You know
what's kind of odd too is this had like some decent like music in it. Like,
yeah, that's some
it had like Freebird in it or whatever.
Freebird.
So I was like, holy cow, you paid to get that song in this movie?
Right. Yeah. All right, man. What about you?
Yeah. I'm going to have to give it a 2 because the action is... The action's not even good. Like when Nicolas Cage is fighting these things, it's bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but how hard does it got to be to fight a giant puppet suit? I mean, when you're fighting one-on-one with a person, you can do some cool stuff. When you're fighting this giant puppet suit that can like just swallow you, it's kind of hard to do, I guess.
The acting's bad, the story's bad, the action's bad.
And the story could have been cool if they'd went about it a different way. You know, it could have been cool if they went about it a different way, saying like, yeah, these things, you know, we tried killing them and they just respawn. And there's got to be some other way to get rid of them because, you know, it just doesn't make sense why they didn't just walk into this place with shotguns, kill them all. You know,
nothing makes sense. I got to give this thing a 2. Wow. If you just want to see like if you love terrible movies, this has got to be on your list. Oh yeah, this is pretty bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you just love watching stupid garbage movies, and if you're a 420 friend. We're not 420 friends, can't do that kind of stuff. But if you are, this would be a good one for you. I think.
Yeah,
you know,
I will say, like, although it was really bad and stuff, I wasn't super bored
Right,
with it.
that's what I'm saying,
And,
exactly,
like, I wasn't
exactly,
like
right.
ready to turn it off because I was like, let me see how
just
this
finish
thing
it plays out. Exactly,
So,
exactly. That's how I was. I just kind of want to see how it played out.
It has some kind of factor to
Right.
it. I can't really
kinda
place,
draws you-
my finger on it, but it
Draws you
has
in,
something.
it does draw you in a little bit, you know. Like I said, if you're high, I think it draws you in a lot more. So. Well, there you have it, Hulks. There you have it, folks. That's the Five Nights at Freddy's wannabe, Willy's Wonderland. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what else we can say about it. But, hey, we hope you enjoyed this review. And if you check that movie out, please, if you've never talked to us before, talk to us about this one. Let us know what you thought about it, because I'm really curious to hear what anybody has to say and if they actually like this movie or not. Even though I can't even say I really didn't like it. It just wasn't a good movie, you know? So... But hey, we hope you enjoyed our show. If you did, hit like and subscribe. We will check you at the next one.
See you guys. Even like when that turtle guy, I think he was, I don't even remember, but like she's trying to like shoot him and he has the shotgun. I'm like, where the hell did you get the shotgun, Joe?
Yeah, how did he take him? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Maximum Overdrive.
That's a great flick. Look, that was based on Stephen King's book too. So
I think he actually directed that movie.
Maybe.
I think that's the only movie he's ever directed.
I love that movie. One of my favorite parts, man, when that coach is bending down the machine and just don't shoots him in the can and kills him. I was like,
That can goes right in his head.
oh yeah, dude. It's like, oh, that's awesome.
I don't even know them.
I watched that movie when I was like 8 or 9 years old, man. That was awesome.
This is great.
Yeah, I love to do it.
The Coke
Yeah.
machine got him.
I did. I always remember that part, man. I laughed, man. I was like, oh my gosh, that coach
He was
is
a coach? Oh,
his head dented in by a Coke machine.
People were dumb back then, man.
Yeah.
They didn't understand things like they do today, where they're like, they got video games and stuff. Like, you dummy?
Yeah. Like Five Nights at Freddy's.
We should have had a second guy come stand exactly where he was.
And do it again. Well, maybe that was just a fluke. Let me see.
What the hell happened to this guy? Now I know.
Great movie.
kind of a crazy
Great movie, man. Where are movies like that nowadays, man?
Where the Coke machine's coming
That's
around
right.
killing people?
That's right. Exactly. And it's actually good. You know, it's actually a good movie. You'd think that'd be stupid. Like, who the hell is gonna watch a movie about a Coke machine killing somebody? Maximum Overdrive.
I don't know if it's a good movie. I mean, I liked
That
it.
movie's great. Dude.
But
That movie's great.